Hi, VC. It's Maria. So I'm doing a Sleazathon for Castillo. If you watch Chromium Dioxide Radio, which I have just started watching, then you might have seen in one of the last few episodes, Castillo was knifed and got the stuffing ripped out of him. So we're doing a Sleazathon. We just want to make him feel better. So let's cheer him up with some sleaze. I'm going to start out with it was We Will Fall, the Iggy Pop tribute. And let's see here. If you can see, he is, of course, got the peanut butter all over his chest. He's cutting himself here. This record had 3 covers of Stooges and Iggy Pop songs. Sort of a sleazy cover if you look at it, and one of my favorite parts, that right there. So we can always count on Iggy for a little bit of sleaze. Get that there. Okay, so the next one, and let's see if we can do this. All right. There we go. This is a party album. It's from Adam Magazine, Stag Party, Record 1, Stories Mother Never Told, featuring Buzzy Green. So we've got this. I listened to it. It's pretty tame for today's standards. The funniest joke was a young man was, let's see, where am I putting these? A young man was telling his father, Dad, I'm looking for I'm trying to find a girl to marry in town, and I think Emily Sue would be a great match for me. And his pa told him, no, son, you know what? Back in the day, I was a little promiscuous, and Emily Sue is your half sister. So the boy said, okay, been thinking about, Sarah Jane. I might want to make her my wife. I might want to marry her. So his pa says, yes, Sarah Jane, she's also your half sister. So the boy was frustrated. He went to his mom and he said, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a wife because, all of these girls in town are my half sister because of Pa. And his mom smiled and said, honey, you marry whoever you please. He ain't really your pa. So that was the funniest joke on that sleazy album. Like I said, the cover was probably more sleazy than the album was. Now my next one, this to me looked really sleazy. Vagina Dentata comes to mind. Actually, it's the members of Frank Zappa's band. For some reason, that's pretty gross, but sleazy, I guess. This is what I've got, but this is all for Castillo. Anything to make him feel better. The next one, I found this one. I find this woman in red just such a sleaze. I love her. She's got the fishnet stockings on. She's got a cigarette in her hand. But the look, if you can see just the look in her eyes, she makes me want to be her best friend, hear her stories, because she's just such a sleaze. I love that. The next one, now, wait a minute. Anita Bryant isn't a sleaze. She's a slimy, unscrupulous hate monger. Wow. It's a good thing I've been carrying around that cream pie since 1977. Am I ruining my video here? Wait, now I just ruined my video. We're having technical difficulties here. I didn't think the cream would. All right, are we back? This is still bad. You can't even see me. Anita Bryant ruined my video. She ruins everything. All right. There. Okay, we're back. Sort of. The next sleaze that I want to show you, God, I love this sleaze. Um, Mark Almond. You can't really see it. Like I just, and she fucking, anyway, Mark Almond he's the most gorgeous man alive. Such a sleaze. If you look at three of his videos when he was with Soft Cell, if you look at the video for Tainted Love, he is singing "Don't Touch Me, Please, I Cannot Stand the Way You Tease" to a 6-year-old girl. There's a video called Sex Dwarfs. Obviously, that's sleazy. And if you look at his video for Say Hello, Wave Goodbye, I find him so sleazy because he makes me have naughty thoughts. And look at him. And you can't see it, but look, he's wearing devil horns and he's a Satanist. I don't even know what that means, but you gotta love him. So the next part of trying to help Castillo feel better, a description of the closest strip club to your house, which I've decided to do a different one. And back in the 90s, I used to scrapbook, which sort of proves that I've been a middle-aged woman my entire life. But I wanted to show, here in Atlanta, the Claremont Lounge. And so this was an article, it came out in September, October, November of 1991. And it's an article, and I can't even see, about how bands were going to start playing there on, I think, Thursday night. But here, let me show you. This is Blondie, and I just totally ruined my screen. Hold on, you've got to see Blondie. I've got to. Okay, that's better. So you got to see Blondie because if you come to Atlanta, you need to see her. The article that came out is about how she would read poetry before the bands came on. Now let me look. I don't have my glasses, but November of 91. What is really cool if you look, so what was it? Shoot. If you look right there, you can't read it. It lists the bands that are going. It lists the bands that are going to be playing there, and the Jody Grind and New Year's Eve with Deacon Lunchbox, who was one hell of a sleaze. Look at this guy, poet with his overalls, with his what is it, chainsaw. And this came out in November of 91, and by spring, half of the Jody Grind and Deacon Lunchbox would have perished in they were coming back from a show in Florida in 2 separate vehicles, and only one made it back. A drunk driver took the rest of the band out. But anyway, so this is, you come to Atlanta, you go to Claremont Lounge. The saddest, and I can't even see because I don't have my glasses. The saddest statement in this whole thing about the Claremont Lounge, so 91, this is 30 years ago, Claremont Lounge, the legendary subterranean strip club in the basement of the Claremont Motor Hotel on a defiantly ungentrified stretch of Ponce de Leon Avenue. That's the saddest part of the whole thing, because if you're in Atlanta, you know that although the Claremont is still there, the Claremont Motor Hotel is now the Hotel Claremont, and I think the cheapest room is like $300 a night, which would have gotten you probably 3 weeks at the Claremont at the Claremont in 91. So what was the other thing? So wait, so we've got the Claremont. Oh, so the nearest strip club to my house is mentioned in the 1987. So like if you don't count the Jack Shacks, the nearest strip club to my house is Tattletale, which was mentioned in the 1987 Motley Crue song "Girls, Girls, Girls," rockin' in Atlanta at Tattletale. And so here we go for my last thing for Castillo, something to cheer Castillo up. And here's what we're gonna do. And Oh, good. You did not get all messy. I'm going to introduce you to Pedro, who I met in Agua Prieta, Mexico in 1995, and we've been close ever since. And Pedro's going to do a little dance for Castillo because, get well. We're all pulling for you. Get well, Castillo.